Hello, everyone. Welcome to COPD, My Journey. And as I guess you can see by the title, today we're going to be discussing 10 ways to manage COPD. Today I'd like to discuss with you those 10 ways. I'd like to begin by letting you know that I'm not a physician, nor do I have any medical training. I'm simply an individual who was diagnosed with COPD in 2010, and the information I'll be giving you today comes from my personal research. I remind you, before trying any methods discussed here, please consult your physician. That being said, let's get started. Giving up smoking. Giving up smoking is the most important thing you can do to slow the progression of COPD. 3 million Americans quit every year, and you can too. There are 5 nicotine replacement forms of therapy that are approved by the FDA to help an individual stop smoking. If you smoke, talk with your primary physician or your pulmonologist and to determine one of the 5 ways which could help you the most. The first may be the most popular, and it is the nicotine replacement patch. Numerous companies produce these patches under many different names. The only thing they really have in common is the dosage. The most common dosages are 21 milligram, 14 milligram, and 7 milligram. Number 2 is the nicotine replacement gum. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with it. It is infused with nicotine and has helped some individuals to stop smoking. Consult your physician before using any of these methods. Some have reported becoming addicted to nicotine gum. The next 2, which are nasal sprays and inhalers, these require a prescription from your doctor. So if that's an option you think you'd like to try, you need to discuss that with your doctor or your pulmonologist. The last one on the list is nicotine replacement lozenges. They're used to help reduce the craving for nicotine, same as the gum. These are sold over the counter. However, they do have the potential to be abused due to being like flavored candy. If you choose to use these, strictly follow the directions to avoid abusing. Medications are another way of trying to reduce cravings for nicotine. Penicillin, or Chantix, has 2 functions by interfering with nicotine receptors in the brain. It lessens the pleasure a person gets from smoking and reduces the symptoms of nicotine withdrawal. Bupropion, also known as Zyban, also called by the brand names Wellbutrin and Alpenzin, I believe. This is an antidepressant, and it reduces the cravings and symptoms of nicotine withdrawal. The last 2 are nortriptyline, which help reduce the tobacco withdrawal symptoms, and clonidine. It also has been shown to help people quit smoking. There are also self-help materials, such as pamphlets, books, and videos. You might want to seek some counseling, or you might try joining groups. You could get joined up with some groups. They can be found online. You can check in your local area. There may be group meetings in your area also. There are 3 main sources for quitting smoking, and I'm going to leave these links below, but I'll mention them here. They are the American Cancer Society Quit for Life program, the American Lung Association, and the National Cancer Institute. As I mentioned, I'll leave the links below the video if you're interested in one of those sources. Eating right and exercising is number 2. Shortness of breath, also known and referred to as SOB, is a part of COPD, and it can make you difficult to eat a balanced diet. A healthy diet and exercise are key factors to keeping and improving your fitness level. Always consult your physician before starting any diet or exercise program. If your doctor does approve an exercise program, start slowly. Eating smaller meals can often help reduce shortness of breath. It may help to use a smaller plate for your smaller portions. Drinking water before eating also help you feel more satisfied with smaller portions. Include a fresh vegetable or fruit with every meal. Remain active. It's going to help you retain muscle strength, and it also help you keep your lungs and your heart active for better overall health. Each day set a goal. Do a little more than the day before. Daily stretching exercises will also help to keep your joints loosened. Using small weights or exercise bands can be helpful in strengthening exercises also. Number 3 is to get plenty of rest. If you fail to get a proper amount of rest, it could affect your overall health. COPD can affect the amount and the quality of your rest that you get. If you have problems sleeping, talk with your doctor. A few things you can do to help you rest better are: don't take a nap during the day. Avoid doing any stimulating exercises or any stimulation at all at least 2 hours before bedtime. Refrain from eating or drinking anything that contains caffeine, such as coffees and sodas, after 5 p.m. A small protein snack can be helpful. Don't eat a big meal and avoid a lot of carbohydrates. Also, you want your bedroom to be relaxing. To help keep your bedroom cool. We tend to sleep better in a cooler room. Make sure it's also dark. I personally prefer blackout curtains in my bedroom. To help you sleep, you should keep your bedroom quiet. Avoid radios and televisions in the bedroom. If you don't really keep a sleep schedule, set a designated time for sleeping and getting up. This will allow your body and mind to recognize when it should shut down and when it should wake up. Exercise for a minimum of 30 minutes a day, at least 3 times a week or more, can help you with rest and keep you healthy. Take your medications correctly. This is number 4. Most, if not all of us, take some kind of COPD medications to help us breathe better. Okay, keep in mind that your treatment plan is constructed for you as an individual. You should keep your doctor informed of how or if your medications are helpful, and never fail to ask questions or voice any concerns you may have. Setting a schedule so that you're taking your medications at the same time each day will help you to remember to take them, and also help your body to adjust to the medications. When taking medications at different times of the day, you can use a checklist or keep track of what you're taking. It's going to help you keep track of what you're taking and when you're taking it. A sectional pill box can be helpful. You can get them from different days and different times of the day. I use one of these myself. Also, always keep your medication with you. If you're going to be flying, put it in the travel-on bag, carry-on bag. Never in your checked baggage. If you have any side effects, you need to notify your doctor immediately. Number 5 is use of oxygen. You need to use your oxygen appropriately. If you need to use oxygen, it'll help you function properly, and you must follow what your doctor prescribes. That'll ensure you're getting the proper amount of oxygen. If you have any questions, again, concerns, contact your doctor. Retrain your breathing, Learning new ways to help with episodes of shortness of breath will help you to breathe better. There are 2 techniques that you should learn and use. The first is called diaphragmatic breathing, which uses the diaphragm and lower respiratory muscles. Simply breathe in slowly through your nose while pushing out the stomach. The second is called pursed lip breathing, using the same technique as diaphragmatic breathing. Purse your lips while you slowly exhale. Avoid infections. Having COPD increases the risk of infections. To reduce the risk of infections, it's recommended that we receive influenza vaccines annually and a pneumonia vaccine every 5 to 7 years. Frequent hand washing and the use of hand sanitizer can also help reduce the spread of germs. Number 8 is learn techniques to bring up mucus. As you know, those of us with COPD can have a lot of mucus build up from time to time. Mucus build up in your airways can cause you problems with your breathing and can lead to lung infections. There are a couple of coughing techniques which you can use to help bring up mucus. If you have been prescribed a bronchodilator medication, using it before applying these techniques will make the process easier. The first is deep coughing. With this technique, you take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, and then use your stomach muscles to push the air out of your lungs while you're coughing. The second is a huff coughing. Take a deep breath, deeper breath than normal, and use your stomach muscles to make a huffing sound while you're exhaling. Number 9 is to make and use an action plan. This is extremely important for those of us with COPD. Along with your doctor, make an action plan. Get a clear understanding of what symptoms you should be aware of, and when your symptoms are worsening. Discuss with your doctor what steps you can take if you have any symptoms, and what point you should be calling your doctor or going to the ER for treatment. Number 10 is learn more about COPD. I know when I was first diagnosed, I couldn't get enough knowledge. Okay? So the more you learn about COPD, you realize you can live a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. Due to Do your research. Learn how COPD can impact your life. Learn what you can do to fix or prevent problems from developing. The more you learn about COPD, the more you'll be able to see that by making a few changes, you can live the way you really want to, and you can enjoy a long life. I want to thank you for tuning in to COPD, My Journey. I want to please ask you to like, comment, and subscribe if you find this information helpful. If you have any questions, please leave comments below. If you have any ideas about information that you'd like to have, I'll be glad to post that for you. Just let me know in the comments. I want to thank you once again and have a great day.